All right, I'm looking at another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but in every row, one of the clues is a lie. Hopefully things will go better than yesterday. They're starting us with Baron. We could do like an OA, maybe? OA, or OA here. But we can't do the R then, so we can't do like RD. OA, maybe OA L? Or T? T, maybe, but what would that, actually, let's do toast. That would be good with the double T. Ooh, okay, well, that's interesting. So we didn't get a contradiction, but the double T, both yellow, is interesting because in order for those T's to both be true, you have to have a double T, but it'd almost have to be here. Like, could you do this? You know, state almost works, but because of Baron, it doesn't. Now that's interesting. Because, okay, if you do the TAT, you need a B, R, O, or N. And then, I don't know how that's going to work. If there's an O, then the two T's and the A are true in toast. And so it has to be this then. So you'd have to have the O at the end or the beginning. I don't think there can be an O. I think those are true. Okay, so now, again, if you had an S, it would have to be this. You could do an S there or an S at the beginning, or both, stats, but you need a B, R, or N, and I don't think that's gonna work. So I don't think there can be an S. I mean, most likely one of the T's is a lie, right? So let's just say one of the T's is a lie. We'll do this, and then we need another. We could do RATE. That would work. Let's do great. See if that's a great guess. Okay. Still no contradictions anywhere. All right, I'm gonna stick with the ATE. We need a B or an N. A bait with another A. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So one of these A's is a lie. The T's and the E's are definitely true. So, and if that's, we still don't have a contradiction up there. Okay. If we want the green A to be true, we could do an EAT? Oh, the problem is if the green A in the middle is true, this is a lie, and then the green A at the beginning has to be true. Yeah, and the E would have to be this. That's not gonna work. So this has to be these have to be a lie. Which means there is two T's. Okay, maybe there's no A. Maybe the yellow A and Baron and the green A and a bait are the lies, and there's no A. And we get something like this, or ETT like that, with a Y. Petty. There we go. Very nice. Well, man, the A was the lie all 4 times. Oh, that's wild. Okay, well, I don't feel too bad about getting it in 4, with the lie being the same letter every time. But it was just getting to where it was going to be really hard to have the A work. So, all right, there you go. Interesting one today. Let me know how your solve went. And, of course, be sure to subscribe for more.